Many people learning piano struggle for a long time trying to force their hands to move separately, but your brain is actually the thing blocking you. It can be very frustrating when your hands won't coordinate, when all you want to do is play your favourite songs. So I'm going to show you a 2-minute habit you can develop to help you overcome this barrier and get your hands doing what they're told, so rhythm and coordination come naturally. Here's the problem: your brain is wired for efficiency. When both hands are doing something similar, it wants to sync them together. It's like the classic rub your stomach whilst patting your head challenge. That's why when you try to play different rhythms in each hand, they keep on collapsing into the same movement. You're not lacking skill, you're fighting your brain's natural tendency to mirror motion. So we're going to use diatonic chords from the C major scale, but using a really nice voicing spread across both hands. So if we start on the C major chord, and in the left hand, what we're going to play is the first and the fifth, so taking out the third. And in the right hand, we're going to play the third and then play the octave root above here, so the C there. Here's the cool part. Once you've got that shape, you can lock your hands into position and just move everything up step by step through the white keys. So the C major becomes the D minor, then the E minor, and so on. Using your left hand pinky to locate where you are in the scale, we're going to go all the way up to the C at the top. And then we can come back down. Here's where the magic happens. Instead of using the usual counting, where it might be something like your right hand plays on the first, second, third beat, and your left hand plays on the first and holds, and all that jazz, we're going to use something that your brain already understands instinctively. Simple coordination language. Think in terms of together, right, left. Now try this pattern. So on the C, you're going to play together, then whilst your left hand holds, you're going to go right, right, right. And that is going to be played evenly. So you'd go together, right, right, right. Then you move up to the D minor and swap that around. So you'd go together, left, left, left. Then keep alternating that pattern as you move up and down the scale. So we'll move up again a step to the right, and we alternate, so together, right, 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 and then together, left, left, left. So we're at the top of the scale now. So we're going to play the C again, but swap round. So together, right, 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 then we move down to the left. Together, swap it round, left, left, left. Together, right, right, right. What this does is bypasses overthinking and trains your hands through movement patterns instead of numbers. And once it feels comfortable, you can gradually speed it up. Now let's level it up. We're going to use the same chord shapes and the same movement up and down the scale, but now the pattern becomes together, right, together, right. Then you move up to the next chord, but then we swap it round. So together, left, together, left. And again, continue alternating between those two patterns up and down that scale. So move up to the E, together, right, together, right, together, left, together, left. up to the C at the top. And again, we're going to repeat the C bar, but swap it round. So together, right, together, right, then move down to the left. Together, left, together, left. This introduces more frequent switching, which builds even stronger independence between the hands. And if when you're first doing this, you're struggling to alternate between the two different rhythm patterns, as well as moving up and down the chords, you can start by just staying on the C chord just to get used to that coordination. So you could go together, right, together, right, together, left, together, left, together, right, together, right, together, left, together, left. And this coordination exercise, you can even kind of practice it even if you're not sat at a piano. You just need something to tap on. So if you're sat somewhere waiting for something, instead of scrolling on your phone, you could tap on your thighs and start slowly. Together, right, together, left, together, left, and then gradually speed it up. And so on. And once you've got the coordination, you can go back to the chords and eventually speed it all up. So these will develop your hand independence as well as rhythm, but as an added bonus, as well as sounding melodic, they'll also help you to get familiar with a really beautiful sounding chord voicing. And if you wanted, you could also try them in different keys as well. So try these exercises for just 2 minutes a day and you'll feel the difference almost immediately. Premium members of Bird's Piano Academy can download the sheet music for these exercises inside their members account, and if you're not a member yet, you should check it out. There's a wealth of courses and other resources to help you to learn piano, from courses in chords to blues to jazz and more. Every course is structured using a clear learning path, so you're not jumping between random YouTube videos and wasting time figuring out what to learn next. So if you want to make learning piano easier, then check out the link below for a 7-day free trial. And once you've got your coordination sorted, then I'd recommend this video where you will learn 5 left hand patterns that will instantly improve your piano playing.